We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside. Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Hey, watch Sam. Check, Mike.
All go special. All go special.
Get that quarterback.
14, got it.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On second down, it's Pollard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, 50's the mic. 50. And let's get this.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And able to find Kirk complete. A big 30-yard play on third.
Let's go.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And this time, not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Here we go.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray. Oh, he's going to go for it all. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now it's Wilson. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Good job right there.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
On first down, it's Carson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Watch the screen.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Pollard. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Just like that. Just like that.
On 3rd down, Murray. And he's got Fitzgerald. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. The young buck finding the veteran there. There is 14 years separating Kyler Murray and Larry Fitzgerald. Murray turning 22 back on August 7th. And on August 31st, Larry Fitzgerald turned 36. But these two guys like each other, and it shows on the field. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Cardinals! A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Hey, you got 3 down.
And an alley to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a 1st down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go!
14. Seahawks, nothing.
Hey, 50. 50 the mic. 50 the mic. Man out. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Stop your whining. Bang. Shut up.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray.
Check 26.
And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Here we go. Shady weapon. Hey, check. Mike 50. Big Sears right here.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go. 50.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Hey, watch it. Hatch it.
Third and long. It's Wilson. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Now Wilson.
Now someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. 4th down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Will Dissly, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run with Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 43-yard line.
We want it. Come to my work. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
On second and 11 now. Murray. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Let's go, defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Let's go. Let's do this.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tony Pollard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Steps away. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First down, Seattle.
Now Wilson on first down. Buying time to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. After the turnover, here's Murray. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School. And it'll be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Seahawks. His guys take over first and 10
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This is taken at the 3. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
What I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down and 9.
Let's go now. 50. Hey, hold on. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
To throw on third down, Murray. And Wilson has it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On third down, Murray. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 45.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Murray now on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. 54 yards.
Check 31, check 31.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. It. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Next to score, Cardinals 28, Seahawks 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance. 3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Crunch time, defense.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And the big boys up front, they're gonna stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's gonna bring up a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go. Short. 10, touch game.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't
To throw on 3rd down. Murray is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. Play fake. Murray.
Come on.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Pollard. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That's it, baby.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front to try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Seahawks take over.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop in behind the line. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They run again with Carson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5. Here's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing is Wilson. And an alley to run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Tony Brown there on the tackle.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
From the 41, Wilson forced out to his left. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. David Moore the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. He'll buy some time right. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On third down, it's Carson, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he'll advance no further, so he can't bring it back for 2, but the extra point attempt is unsuccessful. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Murray now. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Ezekiel Ansah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. And an alley to run. Got some room at the 30. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 30, 10, for touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray, 85 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? Yeah. This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cardinals, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati. All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Houston Texans. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Get set. 19. I'm 55.
I got one.
Watson on first down. Being chased out left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream,
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack.
okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on here, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And now look at him go. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Packers 0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
He's going to take a shot for the hit. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jarvis Landry, 29 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now Rodgers. Out to his left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams, 55 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the side.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Good job.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Here's Williams to return. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Rodgers now. Gonna throw again. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Over.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Bud Dupree showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. To throw, it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And that's complete to Adams. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs can open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now a first down carry by Jones. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Fluck under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
After the interception, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. Thomas has got it. Complete. A gain of 6 there on first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Here's Watson.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 4th down. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Garyon Conley. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Stills, but now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. Forced out to his left. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Out of the gun, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. On second and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. He'll get it up the middle, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Texans push further out in front. Prater for the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Landry now on the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're getting...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. On first down, Jones. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Right there. Down, baby.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
2
9.
minutes remaining in this first half of football.
All day, baby.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Deltha O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. Flush to his right. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they work this out past the 25. 25 yards that time. Now a first down throw, Watson.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. It's a party now.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, here's Breida. And he is going to lose yardage here. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Now on second and 13, Rodgers. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Oh, what a juke into space. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. They'll run on first down. Jones. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
26. Hey, orbit.
41 Mike. 41 Mike.
Jim.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to launch this thing way down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. After the sack on first down, Watson steps away to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. Only 2 there on the dump-off. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun. Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 13 yards, 1st down Packers.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Being chased out left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 26 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. The extra point up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Give them a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Gary and Conley. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Kareem Hunt. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check 41. Tighten up. Pull it together.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back now in Houston, it's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Bud Dupree picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Trying to lay one up deep, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 17. Rodgers going to throw. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Rolling to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. And again, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Matt Breida There to make the grab, as his guys are back within a single score. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Buying time to his left. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give him 30 yards there. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They run again with Hunt. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the 50, it's Watson. Dancing to his left. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
After the run, Watson going to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Houston. Jarvis Landry. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for it.
It got his man complete. That one good for 37 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 29. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but...